Hey guys, it is Thursday, also known as Friday Eve, April 20th, and this is week 14 of our 2017 vlog series. So yes, it's already Thursday and I haven't vlogged all week. So sorry about that. Not that there was anything interesting to see. It's been a crazy, crazy week. There's just been so much going on, both work, out of work, everything. One of the promises I made myself when I started doing this weekly series was, even though I would attempt to vlog most days, if I was having a week where it just wasn't possible, I wasn't going to stress about it. So this would be one of those weeks. It's been, you know, just a hectic week. Not bad per se, just really hectic. But it's about to get a lot more fun. We're not really doing anything of interest today, but Saturday we are going for the opening day of the Taste of the Carolinas Festival, which is at Carowinds. And we had a great time the last 2 years at it, and the menu looks good again. It's smaller in scale than the Epcot Food and Wine Festival, but it's unique in that it's all food from the Carolinas, so it's North Carolina and South Carolina. So really looking forward to that, and we're hoping to run into some vlogging friends as well, so hopefully that'll happen because that'll make it even more fun. It's always fun with friends. So I don't know if you guys saw it. I know not all of you are on Twitter. I tweeted out Brian's Easter basket on Sunday. We don't vlog on Sundays usually. And so here's the funny part. He's eaten some of it, and yet it's gotten bigger. He bought these, I think, because they're on sale. I think he bought these too. Because they were on sale, and there's some of the stuff he originally got. And then his parents just got back from Europe and brought him a bunch of candy bars from Spain. So it's pretty funny, his basket just keeps getting bigger even though he's eating it. Hello and happy Friday. It's the 21st, I believe. And I don't know what we're doing tonight. I just got home from work. Brian is not home yet. I think he was gonna run to the store. And I don't know if we're gonna play a game or if we're just gonna relax, because tomorrow, bright and early, we're getting up super early, just like we're going to work, so that we can make a day trip to Carowinds. I have this Cuisinart food processor. I bought it, well, I can't remember how long ago, but it was an upgrade. I used to have a smaller one, and I was doing a lot of food processing, so I decided to get a nicer one that had more attachments and larger size. Well, months ago, I'm talking like October or November, they had a recall, and it took them until today to finally get me a new blade. And it's one of those kind of recalls where you can't keep using it. I had to throw the old blade away. The blade was breaking off and shards of it were ending up in people's food and cutting their throat. So it's kind of crazy it took them this long to get me the replacement part. So in the meantime, I had bought this really small, I'll show it to you in a minute, this Ninja food processor, just for quick and dirty. It's nowhere near as nice as that big one, but I basically had to because I had to go months without a food processor. So here's the Ninja. It's okay, you know, it's not nearly, like I said, not nearly as nice as like a full-on food processor, but if you just want to quickly chop an onion or something, it's great. I know a lot of you have the Canon G7x if you're a fellow vlogger. One of my pet peeves is when you close the quote selfie screen or the LCD screen. Like, say you're filming yourself, then you turn it around to film something else and you put the screen down. It makes a snapping noise that you can actually hear on the film. So I'm actually going to test this now. I took some of this furniture. I wish I could show you, but I'm using the camera right now to film. I took some of this furniture felt. It's self-adhesive that you can stick on like the bottom of chairs to keep them from scraping the floor. And I put that on it. So I'm going to let it close kind of fast and see how loud it is. I think that's still audible, but I don't think it's nearly as bad. So, you know, like if I'm at a theme park and there's background noise, I don't know that that would even be noticeable. I guess I'll find out when I edit this video. So this is neat. This is Beagle Bucks. As far as I know, they still sell these at Carowinds, but I bought these, as you can see, in 2012. And what's nice is Carowinds still honors them. They're just like cash, but if you buy a certain amount of them, you get like a discount. At the time, we were taking our nephews a lot, and so we thought we would use it paying for food, but we didn't. We didn't end up using them all. And we are finally getting low, but I mean, it's taken us this many years. I think we have like 15 bucks left. So we're almost done. It doesn't cover certain things. I know it doesn't cover alcohol, and I think there's some other exclusions, but most other things like merchandise and food, I think these will cover. Pretty neat. So Brian finally got home from work, and then he mowed the yard, which was awesome, and he said that the pollen is even worse. I'm like, when is the pollen gonna end?
Really bad.
Oh, it's been going on forever this year, I think, because we had such a warm winter. So what are you up to?
So I got a little project going on here. This is battery packs to an electric bike, an old electric bike I bought in 2009. So of course I have to change the batteries out. I decided to dust the bike off and get it out. These batteries are long since dead, so I got to desolder these connections, and then those are the new batteries right there, and then swap them out. So I had to actually buy a soldering kit. I made it this long. I never had a soldering kit, and I never had a multi-voltmeter either.
Are you sure you're not going to wreck my beautiful dining room table?
We shall see.
Good morning. It is Saturday, April 22nd. It's Earth Day today, so happy Earth Day. It'll be a couple of days after by the time you see this. And Brian's over here driving. Morning, Brian.
Morning.
We are headed to Carowinds for the Taste of the Carolinas Festival, which we've always enjoyed. I think they've only been having it 2 years, at least that we knew about it.
Yeah.
Food fest. Yes, we've enjoyed it every time we've been. It's foods from the Carolinas, as I mentioned earlier this week, and the things we like is I can get gluten-free because they have barbecue type, various barbecues. If you're not familiar with barbecue regions around here, there's different kinds. There's at least 5 or 6 between the two Carolinas, different styles of barbecue. And then for Brian, there's a ton of seafood. Yeah. So it's actually a great festival for both of us. And I personally like the way the booths are oriented. They're very kiosks. They're very close to each other in clusters, at least in previous years. We'll find out this year if they haven't set up the same. And it's convenient because also it's near Harmony Hall, which has air conditioning and tables. So a lot of times we just carry this stuff in there and eat because like today it's gonna be 87 and that's pretty warm. It's not as humid as like in late summer, so it's not miserably hot yet because yesterday it was about the same temperature and it wasn't that bad, but it's warm. No matter what, even with low humidity, 87 is warm. So we are hoping today to get to see some friends of ours, Bill and Annette from Mr. Coaster 1. I will put a link down there to their YouTube channel. And I actually met Bill, I think first, and then Annette shortly thereafter online before he started vlogging, I think. And then he started vlogging as well, and they vlog Disney, but they also vlog other theme parks, other attractions, other concerts, other travel. So their channel is not that unlike ours in that they do a variety of things instead of just focusing, you know, on one area like Disney. So definitely, if you enjoy our channel, I definitely recommend you checking out their channel. We're getting closer, I'd say 30 minutes less?
Probably.
Yeah, around that. And as usual, as soon as you see signs for Kannapolis, you hit a bunch of traffic. It never fails. They should have done this road construction years ago. It's way, way past overdue because this is early on a Saturday morning. So can you imagine rush hour? Like, this is just crazy to me. Off in the distance there is the Charlotte skyline, and as usual, tons of traffic. So there's Fury in the distance and Intimidator. Almost there. So I'm gonna zoom back out so it's not as jiggly. If you are interested in seeing our Carowinds Taste of the Carolinas opening day video, I will put a link right over there, and I will also put a link in the show notes to it. So we had an awesome day at Carowinds today. Did you have a good time?
I sure did.
Yeah, so if you want to see what a great time we had, check out our video in the link below. And it was super fun meeting up with Bill and Annette. We had a great time. I feel like I already know them from Twitter, but I've never actually met them in person before, so that was a lot of fun. Anyway, we are headed back home, and I think we both had a fantastic time, but we're tired and pretty much ready to go. We feel like we conquered it, so it's a good time. There goes Intimidator. So we had an awesome time this week. We had a really great day today at Carowinds.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, really good time. So if you get a chance to check out the Taste of the Carolinas Festival, I would definitely do it. It's worth doing. And we had a really great time with Bill and Annette today as well.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out their vlog.
Actually, I ate a lot of different things today than I normally would at the festival.
Like what?
The stew, the oyster and peanut stew.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it, but I mean, it's like fun to try something different.
Something different, yeah. Yeah, and it had a whole oyster on the top, which was interesting.
The oyster was good, yeah, on the top.
Yeah. So we had a good time this week. Thanks for following along. If you've enjoyed, we appreciate likes, subscribes, comments, and shares. Bye.